Everyone has a Diddy story, but only one man lived in the shadows, saw everything, and carried the umbrella. Fonzworth Bentley, once the sharply dressed assistant always a step behind Diddy, was more than a valet. He was the witness, the wild card. And now, he may finally be ready to speak. In the swirl of disturbing allegations surrounding Diddy, the name Bentley keeps popping up. But is he a silent victim of a toxic empire? Or was he helping run the show? The story begins in 1999. Diddy's world was crumbling under the weight of criminal charges from the Club New York shooting. And that's when Bentley enters the picture. He claims their first meeting felt like a silent showdown. Locked eyes, unspoken tension. And then Diddy made the first move. He pointed and said, "Get his dude my two-way number." Bentley didn't call the next day. Maybe it was nerves, maybe it was fate, but eventually he did. And that call changed everything. Bentley wasn't just Diddy's assistant, he was his shadow. Wherever Diddy went, Bentley was there, holding the umbrella, adjusting the bow tie, managing chaos behind the scenes. Former assistants have described working for Diddy as soul-crushing. One said the job meant 100-hour work weeks, low pay, and always being ready. Toiletries had to face the same direction. Hotels were stocked with applesauce and Fiji water. If Diddy wanted something, you made it happen. But Bentley, he became part of the brand. But fame has a dark side. And Bentley's name surfaced in something far more sinister than late-night errands. In a recent lawsuit, a man named Randy Pittman accused Bentley and Diddy of orchestrating a horrific setup involving two girls, 13 and 14 years old. Randy claims Bentley approached him under the guise of a fashion opportunity. What followed was a night of manipulation, pills, and trauma. The accusations are explosive, but they leave one question echoing. Was Bentley just following orders, or fully complicit? And these lawsuits don't stop at Bentley. Multiple former assistants have painted a chilling portrait of life behind Diddy's doors. One drove Diddy to a near gunfight with Suge Knight. Another recalled Cassie screaming behind closed doors on Diddy's private jet. Capricorn Clark testified that Diddy forced her to travel with him, then fled a scene that turned criminal. Bentley was there through it all. If anyone saw what really happened, it was him. Then, suddenly, Bentley disappeared. No more red carpets, no more twirling umbrellas. He moved to Atlanta, got married, had children, and started a new life. Some say he needed peace. Others say he was hiding, because the timing was strange. Rumors swirled that Diddy was forcing Bentley to be more than an assistant. He was allegedly his boyfriend. And when whispers turned to headlines, Bentley vanished. But before he faded from view, Bentley tried to carve his own path. He appeared on Outkast's speaker box, Jocks the Love Below. He showed up on Kanye's The New Workout Plan. He helped write songs on Kanye's Yeezus. He even appeared in Obama's Yes We Can campaign video. He was acting, producing, creating. It looked like he was breaking free from Diddy's orbit, but no matter how far he ran, his past followed. When Cassie dropped her lawsuit against Diddy, the internet exploded, and Bentley, he posted a single cryptic quote from Jay-Z's Grammy speech. "When I get nervous, I tell the truth." No explanation, just that. He later captioned it, "Might delete later, but I'ma just sit this here." Was it a warning, a confession, or a teaser for what's to come? Then came Capricorn Clark's emotional testimony. She revealed that Diddy allegedly assaulted her for not alerting him when Cassie met with Kid Cudi. She says she was paid off by an Interscope executive to keep quiet. But when Cassie sued, Capricorn broke her silence with a biblical quote, "Don't follow those who do evil." She later tweeted, "Black women end up being the sacrifice for the evil," and added, "I pray that ends." These women weren't just assistants. They were trapped in a nightmare, and Bentley may have been too. Now let's talk about Kim Porter. Her death still sends chills. Mysterious, sudden, unexplained, and many believe Bentley knows more than anyone. Word is he wants to speak about what Kim was really going through. Some say Bentley was close to Kim, and her sudden passing was the final straw that made him walk away. Could her death have been the tipping point? So what now? Is Bentley cooperating with prosecutors, preparing to deliver the final blow to Diddy's crumbling empire? Or is he being lined up as a scapegoat, one more assistant thrown under the bus? The truth is, we don't know. But one thing is certain: if Bentley testifies, it could either destroy Diddy or drag Bentley down with him. And that's why everyone's watching. Let's not forget Cassie's bombshell lawsuit. She described Diddy's so-called freak-offs, bizarre masked parties with costumes, lingerie, and disturbing themes. Who organized these events? The assistants. They were told to prepare the rooms, arrange baby oil, lighting, and gifts for Cassie. One even said Diddy's head of security cried after seeing Cassie post-incident. Another lawsuit claimed assistants had to carry around bags full of substances for Diddy's use. These weren't just employees. They were foot soldiers in a dark world, and Bentley was the highest ranking among them. That's the question. Did Bentley enable Diddy's empire of chaos? Or was he just another pawn? He started as a humble guy from Atlanta with dreams and bow ties. He rose to fame, saw the worst of celebrity excess, then vanished. Now he's slowly re-emerging, dropping hints, quotes, and maybe preparing to speak. And if he does, everything could change. Because sometimes the person who looked like the background character turns out to be the one holding the final truth. Bentley was different, gentle, refined, southern. But stepping into Diddy's world meant stepping into a machine built on power, control, and chaos. Over time, fans noticed something shift. Was Bentley slowly molded into a version of himself that no longer recognized right from wrong? Was he groomed to obey, to serve, and to keep quiet no matter what he saw? And maybe now, after years of silence, that illusion is finally starting to break. Picture it. The courtroom falls silent. The door opens, and in walks Bentley. Not as Diddy's assistant, but as the man who might finally expose the truth. He knows where the bodies are buried, maybe literally. He saw things no one else did. If he speaks, the walls could come crashing down. But if he stays quiet, the cycle continues. Either way, what Bentley does next could change everything. For Diddy, for hip-hop, and for justice. Despite everything, lawsuits, headlines, survivor stories, the industry remains mostly silent. Not one major artist has publicly stood by Bentley, not Kanye, not Outkast, not even figures who once shared a stage with him. Is it fear, loyalty, or something more chilling? Maybe Bentley's silence was never his choice, but part of a larger system built to protect the powerful. Let's be real, people who know too much often disappear in this industry. Bentley's exit came at the exact moment whispers about Diddy's personal life got too loud. Now, with court cases swirling and his name dragged into the storm, is he laying low? Or is someone keeping him quiet? Because if Bentley is truly the last witness, then his silence might not be voluntary. So what do you think? Is Fonzworth Bentley innocent? Or was he Diddy's right-hand man for all the wrong reasons? Is he preparing to take the stand and tell all? Or is he being silenced before he ever gets the chance? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for updates. Because this story, it's not over. In fact, it might just be beginning.